Ratna, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Hi.
hi. Do you have anything to share? Like, do you want to share your screen or something?
Oh,
I mean, do you have any, anything to show on the screen or anything? Or you're gonna just talk?
uh, if they ask like doubts, I can like talk.
Okay, fine. So, yeah. So, hello everyone. Good afternoon. We have Ratna here with us today to talk about your model paper, mathematics model paper. Okay, and so it was Ajay before taking the session of mathematics. Now we have Ratna. She is an alumni of our social welfare schools, and also now she's doing her bachelor's at Azim Premji University. Her majors are in mathematics. So you can ask her questions if you have any questions from the previous class, or if you have any questions regarding your question paper of mathematics. So yeah, Ratna, can you introduce yourself and talk about your experiences of being at Azim Premji University?
Yeah. So hi everyone. This is Ratna, and I joined APU in 2019. So I'm doing my BSc Maths. It's like wonderful course here, and so everyone who is interested in maths, you are like very much welcome. And APU is a campus where you have more chance to explore. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, great. That's really sweet of you, Ratna. So yeah, so this is streaming on YouTube Live as I told you earlier. So yeah, so do you want to start talking about the part two of the mathematics question paper?
Yes.
Do you want me to project it on the screen? Do you want me to share it to the?
No, no, no. Before that, I want to say something.
Okay.
So when you're getting some description questions in exam, it doesn't mean that you have to be very much perfect. Like you have to get the accurate answer. So what the professors will check means how you are approaching the problem, the way of you approach the problem, and how correctly you are approaching, and what are your methods, what are your ways, and where you are getting wrong, and everything matters, not the correct answer, exact answer. So coming to this model, this I have one model paper in that. So these use some of our basics. So
Yeah, let me just share that model paper on the screen so that
yeah.
they can also see it and understand. Yeah. Um, I'm sorry. Yeah. So are you able to see the screen, Ratna?
Yes, I can.
Do you want me to go to the part two directly?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Uh, shall I read that question once or else
Yeah.
shall I
Yeah.
proceed?
Yeah. Read the question.
Okay. So coming to part B. So here, if you read the question, like every neighborhood in the city Bangalore has a garbage collection point which attracts a lot of stray dogs. Small localities have about 10 dogs at the garbage center, whereas big localities have about 20 dogs at the garbage center. Estimate the number of stray dogs in Bangalore. State any assumptions that you make. So, so here they took city Bangalore, but whenever you are appearing for a test, don't like only think about Bangalore. Just think about city and some localities, and you can say that there will be some. So don't take like exact thing. You can have your own assumptions. So let me take one situation. And let me go through my situation. So I'm taking like there are 40 cities, sorry, 40 localities, and there are some 10 localities where 10 dogs are coming, and there are like 30 localities where 20 dogs are coming. So based on my assumptions, I'll let them I'll write something like in these 10 localities there will be 100 dogs, and in these 30 localities there will be 600 dogs and all. So you can write your own assumptions based on that. And coming to second question, so whenever you see the figure, don't get afraid. But this was the easy question. And yeah, Srija, can you? Yeah. So coming to this figure, so yeah, we are having two circles, and both two circles are having the same radius, and the circles. Now, can I annotate because I want? If I annotate,
What do you want to do?
I want to annotate this.
Sorry.
Okay, let me share the screen. Yeah.
Okay, so wait, I'll just stop sharing the screen, and I'm making you a co-host.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can share the screen.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Just a second.
You can just use Control plus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So let us give some names to this. So I'm taking this point A, and this point has B, and I'm taking this whole thing has D1, and this whole thing has D2. So from the question, we came to know that we need to find D1 plus D2. Only this annotated region, the perimeter of this only annotated, sorry, only this bold region. So what we are doing means has the radius of the, just a second. Yeah. So I am just joining this AB, and I'll give this point C, and I'll give this point as D. So since here this is the radius and this is the radius, so this AB is also the radius. So the value this will be X only. Let me just write it. So I'm joining again AC and CB, and has AC is also the radius of the circle, so this value will be also X, and this is also X. CB is also the radius. So by seeing this ABC triangle, we get to know that this is an equilateral triangle. So as we know, equilateral triangle has three equal angles, so this will be 60 degrees. So same like that, if I take this below triangle also, this will be 60 degrees. So now we can know this angle. See, if I take this angle as alpha, so what is alpha here? So we know that in circle, the angle near the center is 360 degrees. So 360 degrees minus 2 times of 60 degrees. So, so 360 degrees minus 2 times of 60 degrees, that is 120 degrees. Sorry, my annotation is very bad, but so this will give us 240 degrees. So now we get to know the alpha. Just a second. So now we get to know this alpha. So generally, when we consider a circle and we have two radii, so if we need to find this length of this arc, so we have one formula. So let me say that formula. So arc length is equals to, so we know that this part we call it as arc, and this arc length is equals to perimeter circumference times of, so 2 pi r times angle by 360 degrees. So this angle is nothing but the angle which is formed between these two radius. So as we got here angle, and so we can replace this theta with 240 degrees, because we got that for these two circles. So I'm writing here 240. And coming to 2 pi r, so we know the value of radius as x, so we are just replacing it with x. So now just by some division and all, we can make it simpler. So if you cancel these two, uh, you will get 2 by 3, and this is nothing but 4 pi by 3. So this 4 pi by 3 is nothing but the d1. So we are just finding this arc length. We just got the length of this arc. Let me use some other color so you get the clear. So this arc length we found by using this angle and these two rays. So as we got d1, we can also find d2. So in the same way, we'll get d2 as 4 pi by 3. So the total perimeter will be d1 plus d2, which is 4 pi by 3 plus 4 pi by 3, which is nothing but 8. Just a second. Yeah, 8 pi by 3. So this is what the required answer. So we just used the formula of um, arc length, and here they didn't give directly the angle. So we need to know that, we need to know the small basics concepts about like equilateral triangle and basic properties, that it has 360, sorry, it has 60 degrees, and um, these are all mixed up of basic topics. And if you know, if you have grip on basic topics, you can do this problem. So this is how it goes. And let me stop this share screen. Yeah. And coming to the third problem, so this is very easy in the sense, and here you can do this first and second questions if you read the questions correctly. But coming to this third question, you need to know what is average deviation. So in statistics, in 10th class and also in 11th and 12th, you will get to know what is deviation and all. So if you don't know even, uh, I'll tell you that. So when there is, just a second. So this is the data which they gave. So that means, so when it is, just a second. So this was long period average rainfall in a place, and during in between 1951 to 2000. So here they gave you data. So when it is -5 and all everything. So by using the above, mm, by using this above graph, you can say, so what is the first question? What is the LPA of state 5? So state 5 LPA, you can say -15. And among state 2 and state 3, which has the larger LPA? So you can compare among state 2 and state 3, and you can say which is larger, that is state 3. So what is the deviation? Average deviation. So first we need to find the average of these things. So which is 20 plus plus of minus 10, again plus 15, plus of minus 20, and plus of minus 15. So you'll get the average value. After that, so I'll just write the formula. So that is mod of total sorry average minus each observation, summation of average minus each observation by the total number of observations. So just now I said how to find the average. So average means sum of so average will be sum of observations by number of observations. So you have 5 observations, you will do the addition and just will divide with the number of observations. After that you're getting the value of a, you just write here, and you'll just take each and every value and you'll subtract, you'll get the mod of that, and you'll just add all those and divide with the total number of observations. So in this way you will get that, mm, you will get the average deviation.
Ratna, so they're asking you to explain again about what is it? Perimeter of the circles.
Oh wait, okay. So perimeter of this circle, okay. So just we know that perimeter of this circle is 2 pi r, right? So for this circle, as the radius is r, so what will be the perimeter of this circle? It will be 2 pi x. But we don't want this total perimeter, we just want this bold thing. So I'm just writing this, or this thing has d1 and this thing has d2. So now what I need to find for this question, I need to find this d1 plus d2, only just d1 plus d2. So this is our aim for this question. So d1 plus d2. So for that, so this formula won't work, because if we use this formula, it is giving us the total thing, and which we don't want something and we want some more thing. So so in your circles chapter, you will have one formula, that length of the arc. So that means if you take one circle and if you have two radius, and this part, this is the part which we call as arc. So to find this arc length, so we have one formula. So that formula is, so length of the arc is equals to this angle. So whenever you want to find this length, you have to use this angle. If you want to find this length, you have to use the other angle. So here if we assume this is like alpha, so length of the arc will be 2 pi r into alpha by 360. My bad, I'll write this again neatly. So that is 2 pi r into alpha by 360. So this angle is alpha, and these are two radius. So this is the formula. So by using this formula, I'm just going to find this arc length and also this arc length separately. So considering this circle, if I join the center and the endpoints of these two arc, so so here I can get one angle. So by using this angle, I'm going to find this perimeter. and this arc length, which is nothing but the perimeter. So for this we need to know this angle. So we know just this is x because this is the radius of the circle, and this is also x, but we need to find the angle. To find this angle, so what I'm doing is I'm just joining the endpoints, the intersection point and the center. So uh, this is also radius, so this will be x, and for this circle this is also radius, so this will be x. So this triangle is having all three sides equal, so triangle is equilateral triangle. For equilateral triangle we know that the angles are equal, so that is nothing but 60 degrees. Each angle is equals to 60 degrees. So as we have this triangle 60 degrees, for this triangle also, if I join this intersection point and the two centers also, it will also form a equilateral triangle. Since this is radius, this value is x, and this is also the radius of circle, so this is also x. And since it is an equilateral triangle, every angle is equals to 60 degrees. Since these two angles are equals to 60 degrees, we can know and we can find this big angle. So I am taking this big angle as alpha. So alpha is equals to 360 degrees minus 2 times of 60 degrees, 60 plus 60. Why 360 minus 60 plus 60? Because for every circle with center for every circle with center C, so the angle formed near the center is 360 degrees. So here we are having 60 plus 60 degrees. So we need to find the other thing. So I'm just subtracting 360 from 360, this 260s, which is nothing but 120. So I'm getting 240 degrees as alpha. So I'm substituting the alpha value. After substituting alpha value, I'm just substituting the radius. So in this figure, the radius is x as they given. So I'm just substituting the x. So in this way, I got d1. So I'll just write it again. So d1 will be 2 pi. So this is the formula of arc length. So we are finding d1 arc. So here radius means x. From this figure, the radius means x. So I'm substituting x in the place of arc. And alpha we got as 240 degrees. So 240 degrees by total 360 degrees. So if you just divide these two with 10, you will get 24 by 36, and again if you can divide it with 12th table, you will get 2 by 3, so which is nothing but 2 pi x into 2 by 3. So 2 pi x into, just a sec, I'll write here, 2 pi x into 2 by 3 is equals to this d1. And we can't make it again simpler form, we just multiply the numerator, so we will get 4 pi x by 3, 4 pi x by 3. So we got only this d1. Now Since these two circles are having the same radius, and here also it will form 60 plus 60 120 degrees. So in that way here also it will be 240 degrees and having the radius x. So d2 will be also 4 pi x by 3. So d1 plus d2 will be, so d1 plus d2 will be 4 pi x by 3 plus again 4 pi x by 3. So if you add the numerators, you will get 8 pi x. So 8 pi x by 3. So this is what the perimeter of the bold part, bold this thing. So this is how we got. Is it clear now? So we just find first d1. After that, in the similar way, we get to know d2 is also equals to d1. After that, we just add d1 to d1 plus d2. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, it's clear. Like if you guys are not clear, you can just go back to the video and check it out. So yeah, you can go to the next one, Ratna.
Mm. So and next one is just you have to know this formula of average deviation, and these two questions are like you can do. So among two values you can say which is higher and which is low, and for the first question also they just asked what is the LP of state 5. So by looking at this graph you can say it is minus 15. So what is this average deviation? So I'll just explain what is how you have to find average deviation. So for that you need to know the average. So how you will find the average? Sum of observations by number of observations. So here in this question you have 5 different values and 5 observations. So you have to do just the sum of those 5 and divide it by 5. So in that way you will get the average. After that, so coming to average deviation, so what you have to do means you have to take the each and every value. Let's take some, there are some, I'll give example for a small thing and you just do for this question. So let's think that there are like 3 observations, a1, a2 and a3. So first we need to find the average of these three things. So what I'll do, I'll just add these three, a1 plus a2 plus a3 by 3. So this is my average value. So I'm just denoting it with k. So k means average value here. So after getting average value, so to find this mean average deviation, so what I have to do, I have to consider the summation of mod of average value minus each observation by total number of observations. So this is what the formula. So for this example, what it will be, k minus a1, k minus a1 plus k minus a2 plus k minus a3 by 3. So k minus a1. So since we are taking mod, if you got any negative value, that means if you do um, average minus this each observation, if you got any negative value also, you need to take that positive, because mod of negative value is always positive number. So by total observations is 3 here in this case. So again plus k minus a2 by 3, and again k minus a3 by 3. So in general you will get some numbers. So after getting these number, you can just add the numerators, you will get a number. After doing this division, you will get to know the average deviation. So that's what you have to do. You have to find the average value. After that you have to take each and every value and subtract it from this average value, and you have to add them, take mod of each value, add them by keeping denominator as the total number of observations. Yeah. You have any doubts, or else is it clear?
So they're saying it's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, okay, so they're asking you to explain the Venn diagram again.
Venn diagram.
Yeah.
I didn't explain it. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you did. I think, I mean, yeah, they can actually go back and check the video.
Yeah, Venn diagram is like a second question from part one, right?
Yeah.
Only this is the one Venn diagram. So whenever my screen got stuck. Okay, let me stop. Stop. Yeah. So whenever you're having statements like this, you just don't take the literal meaning. Okay. So whenever you are dealing with these type of statements, and after that we will get some conclusions. So don't take the literal meaning. So they can see like they can give you statements like all mans are animals and every animal is a frog. So don't take the literal meaning. The literal meaning was doesn't work every time. So you just need to take these two statements and you just take the so what I'll do means I'll just take the starting letter and I'll draw the Venn diagram. For statement one, all crocodiles all crocodiles are happy. So let's just think that this is small circle of which is denoting all crocodiles, and this is a happy. So now you can't say that all crocodiles are happy, right? Because there is no crocodile which is in the set of happy. If you consider this as separate set and this as separate set, if I draw like this, so this is crocodiles and this is happy. So can you say like all crocodiles are happy? No, you can't say, because only this is the part where crocodiles are happy. So what is the correct figure means? So this is case 1 and this is case 2. So for this statement all crocodiles are happy means, so if you take this h and if you take this small thing as c, so this will be the Venn diagram for the first statement, where all crocodiles, all the things which belongs to this small circle are again this belongs to this happy things. So you understand, I guess you understood this Venn diagram. So from, so for this statement, the first one is not correct, the second one is not correct. So the third Venn diagram is correct. So which is, the figure is all the things which belongs to crocodiles are also in this horse happy. And now your second statement is all happy animals like music. So again you take happy and you take music. So in this, you can take, you can take happy like this. Again you will have three different cases. So you can take happy and again again music like this, or else you can take like this. So as we did for the first case, so this will be the correct Venn diagram. So this is happy and no, sorry. So this is happy and this is music. So now coming to this, we have to join these two figures. So these two statements, okay, statement 1 and statement 2's Venn diagrams. Let me erase these two and let us try to join these two figures. So we are get to know that all crocodiles are happy and all happy are animals like musics. So if you take musics as big set and all happy animals and some crocodiles inside the set. So these are all crocodiles and this is happy and this is music. So so now read the question. Draw the Venn diagram to represent these statements. So this is what our Venn diagram. Is it true that some animals that like music are crocodiles? So that means there can be some set, there can be some things which are, which like music, but they won't be crocodiles. That can be possible. So is it true that some animals like music are crocodiles? So is it, just a second. So it will be true or else it won't be true. We are having two different cases. So if I take a set like this, so these are the animals which like music but they are not crocodiles. If I take this small set here, these like music and they are crocodiles. So this is like, you can't say. So since he is asking like some animals that like music or crocodiles, if I take this set, I can say true. So is it true means yes, it is true because there are like some animals which like music and they are crocodiles. And for the second question, is it possible that every element that like music is crocodile? So for this question, it is false because I can take this set where every element like musics, every animal like music, but they need not to be crocodile. They need not to be in this set. So for the second question, it is not true from this diagram, and from the first question it is true because every crocodile, there can be some animals like music and they are crocodiles. Let me draw it again. So these are all crocodiles and these are happy, the whole thing are music. Yeah. So whenever you are having this statement type of questions, you just draw for the first statement, draw the Venn diagram of the first statement, and draw the Venn diagram of second statement, and again see the possibilities how you can how you can join these two and draw another Venn diagram. After that, based on that diagram, you can answer the questions. So in some other exams, you can have like statement one, statement two, and conclusions. So you have to choose that conclusion is true, this conclusion is true. But in this, they didn't give any conclusion, but they just asked you two questions. Yeah.
Third question, they're asking for third question also now.
Okay, let me see. I didn't check because you said only part 2. Okay,
Yeah,
let me see.
you just try. Otherwise, like I mean, you can solve it and send it to me so that I can share it with them.
Sure, sure.
But yeah, you can try now if you can.
Speed versus time of a bus. Okay. The bus start from the bus stand in 1 minute its speed is 60 kilometers per hour. For the next 10 minutes it's loses speed. Okay. Then it continues at the same speed for the next 10 minutes. Okay, so let's, because he's saying graph, let us take something like axis. So let's take this as x-axis and this as y-axis, and just, okay. So here I'm taking. So think this is x and this is y-axis, and we need to draw a rough graph. So I'm taking speed on y-axis and time on x-axis. Okay. So as he is saying for every minute, so I'm just writing like taking x-axis as like 5 minutes. So here you will have 0, and then I'm taking 5, 10. Sorry, my diagram is also very bad, and this is, so let me take this 15, 20, and so on. So here, so since its speed is like 60 he gave, so let me take here 50 and here 100. I'm just writing whatever we need for this question. So has the bus is starting from the bus stand, it's having like 60, so it will be like near to 50, like between 50 to 100, it will be like somewhere here. So it is starting here. For the next 10 minutes it loses its speed. Okay, so what is happening for the next 10 minutes means when it is reaching to this point, so when it is reaching to 10 minutes, so what happening, it's decreasing its speed for 5 kilometers. That means it's becoming 55. After that, then it continues at the same speed for next 10 minutes. So after reaching 55, again it's going 10 minutes like with constant speed. So this is what the roughly it will look like it will decrease, it decreased for some time, and then it maintained a constant speed. If you take n, wait, if you take this as x and this, this has y and this has x axis, so this is what the roughly the graph look likes. And yeah, so actually whenever in any exam they are asking for any graphs and all, they just don't need that every single part and every each and correct answer. They just need the rough figure, how this look like, how it is look like. So when I was appearing for the test, I just want to share my opinion, my just a second, my experience also. It's not again stuck. So when someone asks us to draw something on graph, so what we'll do, we'll just take, we'll first draw one table, and we'll take x values, y values. After that, according to these x and y values, we'll start plotting the points. After that, we'll join those points. So this is how you'll generally draw a graph. But whenever you're appearing for the text and for all these things, not you just don't do like this stuff. You just take some basic things and you just follow them only. So like, if they ask you the graph of mod x, so how it will be look like this. So actually it should be like, so it will intersect at 0. This is my bad. So this is how they want actually. So they don't want each and every point. They don't want what value of x, what value of y and all. They just need how perfectly you are drawing. So what is important in mod x? So that is, main thing is it should intersect at 0 comma 0, and this is this line is perfectly reflection for this line. So this is what they need. If they ask for you to draw x square, you will just have to draw like this. I mean, it will intersect at 0 comma 0. It's my bad. So what you have to do, you have to just draw like this. You don't take x and y graph, I mean x, this table, like x and y, and take all x values and plot each and every point and then draw a graph and all. Because whenever you do that, so you lose some of the points here. So you will take 0 or else you will take 1 as the x value. So what about 0. 0.1 or 0.001? So where the curve will be like so much near to y axis and it tends to y axis and all. So that won't cover if you take x and y separate points. You just need to have some small idea how the curve goes. For like, there are some functions which are very important, and you'll get in any entrance exams, not for this APU. So you will have log x, e to the power x, 1 by x, mod x, and sin x, cos x, tan x. So these are like some functions where you have to be careful and you have to know how the graph look like without the table values. So that is very much important. Even in, if you clear this exam and you when you appearing for the interview also, they'll ask you, compulsory they'll ask you graph questions, and you have to be careful and revise all these graph topics once and one more time. That will help you much. And yeah.
Uh, yeah, so they're asking you to share your experiences of writing that entrance examination.
Mm, it
Yeah,
went
so
well.
one
It
second. So, meanwhile, guys, if you have any questions, please do think about it. If you have any questions, please put them on the chat box within the time she shares her experience. So, so that she
Yeah.
can answer immediately after that, because we're gonna be out of time within like next 10 minutes. So, yeah, can you start?
Yes. So when I was appearing for test, I didn't prepare very much, but I just looked like formulas, basic formulas like circumference of the circle and arc length. These are like very small formulas which are in 8th, ninth, 10th, intermediate, sorry, 8th, ninth, 10th maths textbooks, not on intermediate level also. Because in APU there are some students of different background, not only from maths background. So coming to my case, I did MPC in my intermediate, but there are some people who did BPC and came to mathematics. So coming to so there are some situations. So they won't concentrate on intermediate maths much, but you need to have a small concepts and just go and take 7th, 8th, 8th, ninth, 10th maths textbooks and just revise all the formulas, main formulas. And you just have to have like one ability to read the question, don't get panic, and just write whatever the information they are giving and how you have to use that information to solve the question. Be careful. And when I wrote the test, we don't have this descriptive part, we just had only multiple choice questions. Yeah. So we just had that. We just they were like reading comprehension passages and mental ability questions, some math questions, and includes average and some problems related to statistics, some problems of equilateral triangles, that means similar triangles, some parts of similar triangles, and mostly they ask again bar graphs and all. Yeah, bar graphs are more they are important.
Yeah, so they're asking you to share um, some graphs that are really useful for the exam.
uh,
The types of graphs that are useful for the exam, they mean, I think.
so just I'll just draw on my paper and I'll just show you. These are like not so, they won't ask you that much hard questions. um, so they can give you like this a small thing, and this is B, this is A, this is C, and they'll ask based on this type of questions how much percentage is this, is A is greater or B is greater. But any questions related to graphs, you don't need to worry, you just have the basic knowledge like average and yeah, average. If you know the how to compute average and angles, so whenever they give you I'll explain you one small thing. Let me share screen and explain, because I you can't see what I'm writing on my. So let me take one circle. So if there is like this, and so let me give one question for myself. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So okay, let's take uh, people in India. So I'm just saying part one is from uh, Telangana, and part two is from Andhra Pradesh, and part three is from Chennai, and part four is from some Karnataka, and some part five is from some other country. So let us be like this, and they are saying they are only all these five parts. They divided some. Let's take some 50 students into five parts. So they'll give you the total strength, that is 50, and they'll just give you this thing, and they want you to find how much is Telangana, how many students comes from Telangana and all. So using angles and the total strength, you have to find that. And so and since this 1 and 2 are equal, you can say as many came from Telangana, they also came from, the people also came from Andhra Pradesh. And for this type of graph, they'll ask how many in from which area people came most. So by looking at this, you can say this fifth state is less, is where people less, and this 1 and 2 are where people are very much more, and the other it's like comparatively, it's not high and it's not low. So that is one kind, and you will have like this x and y graphs, and you will have some bar graphs, and again where you have to compare these two bar graphs, and they'll just ask you the difference between two graphs, or else the difference between how it is going, like is it constantly increasing or constantly decreasing, and how is it going. And they can ask you general questions like what is your opinion is it increasing still or decreasing. They can have a real life exam, they can give like real, they can give a real life example, and they want you to think on it. How in daily life, how is it increasing or decreasing? Maybe they can take topic like pollution and all. So they'll ask some 2 to 3 questions based on graph, and one more question based on like general question. And these are two things, and you can have the same which we did, like points and plot. There'll be some graph like this, some weather report graph or something, and the temperature and all. So you will have some temperature here, and you will have some places here, and they want you to compare those things. This is first type, second type, and third type, and again, yeah, only mainly this type of questions you'll get in test. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank
are
you so much,
there any
Ratna.
questions?
Yeah, I'm just seeing. So everybody's so clear, which means it's
Cool.
really nice. Thank you so much, Ratna. I mean, like I just informed you yesterday, and you are here today with us. Thanks a lot for coming here to do this. And yeah, do you guys have any questions? No, they do not have any other questions yet,
Okay.
which means they are so clear.
Yeah. So my advice is like take textbook maths textbooks of like 8th, 9th, 10th. You just revise some formulas, and don't get panic because it's so easy. They don't want the exact answer really. They just want how you are approaching the form, just approaching the problem. So that's it. Don't get panic, and just revise the graphs. I mean, I already said no. Cos x, sin x, tan x, secant x, log x, e to the power x, and again x square, mod x. So these are like small things. You just need to concentrate. That's it. Don't get panic, and all the very best. I hope I see everyone on the campus.
Yeah, that's really so sweet of you.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, hope to see you all again for many more sessions in coming days. Okay.
sure.
So, yeah, thank you, Ratna. Thank you, everyone. And so, yeah, would you like to say anything else, Ratna? So, or can we end the session?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
So, yeah, all the best, guys.
Yep, all the
Well
best.
in the examination. Yeah.